Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, I hope that the best of your todays are the worst of your tomorrows. I hope that you're on top of the mountain, whatever your metaphorical mountain is, but you're still only halfway there. I really hope for that for you guys out there in the world because, yeah, it's tough out there. It's really hard for a lot of people, and I hope you're doing well, and if not, I hope your fortunes change soon, if you are struggling for some reason, but I just wanted to get that off my chest because I don't think I say that enough. I don't think people say that enough to other people in general. So whatever your problems are, whatever your issues are you might be facing in life, I hope that you overcome them and go on to live a life and a glorious future that you can't even imagine. At least maybe not right now. So that's my hope for you guys going forward. Anyways, today I would like to potentially go back out to Hermitland and work on Ravager's Run. But first, we need to gather some resources because we are actually going to do some things to Ravager's Run that I know a lot of you have wanted for a very long time. So let's go ahead and we're going to need some chiseled stone bricks. That's the first thing we're going to need. Also, I found this treasure token. I think Iskall made a game out there where you can exchange treasure tokens for diamonds. So we might try that out. But let's grab ourselves some shulker boxes. We're going to need quite a few. I think like this many would probably be good. So let's see, we'll do this, there we go, we'll need some chiseled blocks. Let's also grab some emeralds out of here, because we are going to need to get even more chiseled stone bricks, and the best way to do that, of course, is via our villagers. This is why we made this thing in the first place, to get a whole bunch of blocks when we need them, super quickly. Not you, Jacob. There we go, Mason Marty has some for us, very nice. So yeah, we're going to get some of these chiseled stone bricks in pretty large quantities from these villagers just like this. And yeah, these guys actually help out a huge amount here in helping me to build things and helping me to gather materials and stuff. It's actually really nice having these guys around because, yeah, you can get all these materials from them whenever you need them. So, yeah, pretty sweet. So, let me grab a few more chiseled stone bricks. I'll probably get maybe, let's see, how many we got right now? Yeah, this might actually be enough. We might want to get maybe two rows here. So, I'll just get a few more and then I'll be back. Alright, I think we got enough here. Yeah, just over 2 rows. Very nice. Had the perfect amount of emeralds for that pretty much, so fantastic. Alright, so that's that. We might need to place down another lava bucket to get rid of the golems there. They're already starting to pile back up again, but yeah, we also need to go ahead and go over to the kelp farm, which I'm going to do right now. So we're going to go into the fountain. This is one of the coolest things we got here at Concorp, this fountain here. We can go into and out of it. Super awesome fountain. So if we just make our way down to the bottom bit, just slide on out. There's our parrot council holding down the fort. I'm going to grab some cake here, actually. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Alright, so we'll just make our way over here, through here, down the hallways, over to the kelp farm. And the reason we need to get some kelp at the kelp farm is because we need a huge amount of kelp blocks for this project that we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to go ahead and craft up a whole bunch of dried kelp blocks, and we're going to use this out at Ravager's Run, actually. So we may need some more dried kelp beyond what we have here. This will probably get us maybe a dozen or 2 stacks, because these are all totally filled up. Except for that one. That one's not totally filled up, but yeah, this should get us quite a bit, but we may need even more, so we might have to stop by Asuma's dried kelp block shop, because we're going to need a crazy amount of dried kelp for this project. Oh yeah, almost forgot. One more thing we need before we go. We're going to need an insane amount of jungle leaves. So we're just going to go ahead and hop in here. We're going to grab most of these jungle leaves from this area. We're also going to need some sandstone, which I think we should have some of in here. Yep, this is from when we made the golf course. We got a whole bunch of sandstone because we're going to need that as well for this project. We're also going to need some carpet, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. And I think that's everything we need from this area. Right, so now off to Asuma's kelp farm in the shopping district, or his kelp shop, rather, in the shopping district. So for about a stack of diamonds, we bought a lot of stuff from Asuma's shop here, and yeah, we got a bunch of dried kelp blocks, and we actually went and got 2 more shulker boxes, so we got over 5 shulker boxes of dried kelp blocks, plus the block we got from ourselves, from our own shop, so this should work nicely. So we're going to now take all this stuff out to the Hermitland area and do some work on Ravager's Run. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now back in Hermitland, and I went around in the Hermitland collecting a bunch of things, and picked up a couple of treasure tokens here. We got 9 in total, and then I came across this. Hashtag jingled. And I looked up at the sign, and I realized it said, not Ravager's Run, but Ravager's Fun Run now. So, we have indeed been jingled, and also, it appears like other hermits have also been jingled, because some of these signs have definitely been changed. Like Speedy Pines is what this used to say. Now it says Speedy Vines. And Fall's Guess What game is now Guess Whomst. And there's also a jingled sign in front of this. So I guess the jingler has returned and has been changing signs here at Hermitland. So yeah, I guess that is a thing once more. But anyways, I need to remember to get carpets for these areas here. Anyways, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on the outside of Ravager's Run, because a lot of you guys have complained it doesn't look too good from the outside, Cub. Fix the outside. And I got to say, I agree. The reason that I was not planning to do this in the past is because essentially this was the only minigame out here when I finished this. But then, you know, me, Grian, Impulse, Doc, Isuma, and Ren all played Ravager's Run, and then me and Scar did some test runs too. And then immediately after that, everybody wanted to make a minigame. Like, immediately after we played Ravager's Run, Scar went and made some minigames, Impulse made some minigames, Grian made some minigames, Asuma made some minigames. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, everybody went and made minigames after that. So this sort of sparked the entire thing. So I didn't really plan on putting down an outside to this, because I didn't really think it would be necessary. Like, I thought this and Siege of Doom was going to be it. So the point is that, yeah, I didn't really expect to have to do this, because the minigame district is not something that we really planned out. It just sort of happened after a whole bunch of people played Ravager's Run, which I'm kind of proud of, honestly. I'm glad that this thing sort of sparked some creativity and some interest in minigames amongst some of the other hermits. And so, the way we're going to do this is basically, we're going to build up a wall here. It's going to be made out of primarily dried kelp blocks, but we're going to add accents of the chiseled stone bricks and the sandstone walls and the jungle leaves as sort of like secondary layers to sort of break up the wall a little bit. But it's primarily going to be out of dried kelp blocks. We're just going to tower up like this. And we don't want this to be visible from inside of the city, or at least not like incredibly visible. Like, it's fine if we see like just like glimpses of it at very like low angles. But other than that, I want it to be pretty much totally hidden from inside of the arena here. Like, it should feel like you're still inside a city, not inside like a dried kelp block box or something like that. So yeah, that's sort of the plan here. Just go ahead and encircle the entire thing in dried kelp blocks, which is going to be kind of a challenge, because again, this is probably one of the biggest minigames on the server. I think the only bigger one would be the golf course and maybe Speedy Pines. But yeah, we'll see how long this is going to take us. It's going to require tens of thousands of kelp blocks, which is why we had to buy so much from Asuma. And so I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse this here as best I can, and hopefully get a large portion of this wall done today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and I will be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so as you can see here, we have some dried kelp blocks placed down all along the outside of Ravager's Run here. This is just one small side of the whole minigame we have here. I keep calling it a minigame. I think I should just call it a regular game, because it's so big, it's definitely not mini. It's gargantuan. Gargantuan game. So anyways, yeah, we have all this dried kelp down, but it's still not good enough. We want to make a bit of a design on the outside here to make it look really nice and make it look kind of cool. So I've started to place down some chiseled stone bricks on the outside here. So we're just going to place these on the outside on the bottom, right in here, like this. There we go. And not those. But yeah, just going through like this, and then all the way down here, like that, and then all the way down that way, and then all the way around, and on the other side and everything. And then we're also going to place these on the top. So we're going to get up here, and on the very top right here, we're going to place down some chiseled stone bricks like this as well. So I'm going to go around the entirety of this entire game here, and yeah, place down chiseled stone bricks on the top and the bottom. So I'll do this, and I'll be back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the chiseled stone brick is now down. It's on the top, it's on the bottom, and yeah, now we're ready to go ahead and put down the leaves, which we're going to space out, I think, about every 8 blocks or so. So that's the next step, placing down some leaves, and I want to probably start like on a corner or close to a corner. We'll probably come over like 3 blocks, and then maybe like here would be where we put the leaves at. So this is where we'd start going up. So yeah. Leaves every 8 blocks, going all the way up to the top. So the idea with spacing the leaf blocks out every 8 blocks is basically so that when we have the walls on the side here, like we have here, these sandstone walls going up and down, then we'll have, you know, leaves up like this. We'll have walls up like this. And then between them, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full blocks of dried kelp. So it provides a pretty nice spacing, I think, for the wall there. Yeah, that's going to be a nice gap there, and then we'll have the walls and the leaves sort of separating the entire wall all the way down. So yeah, that's the next step. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to tear this down real quick because we want to make sure we can actually get on top and make sure we got the appropriate walls and everything in the right spots. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. We're going to do leaves and walls up the sides every 8 blocks. Oh yeah, there we go. So, got all the wall down, got all the leaves down, and got all the chiseled stone brick down now. I can just sort of fly around, see what it's looking like. Looking quite nice if I do say so myself. You can see what it looks like from over here, where the pathway is. Yeah, greatly, greatly improved. Can't see into the area with the terracotta at all. Just looks like one big sort of massive building here. Let's make our way over here to the area with the starting bit. See what it looks like from over here. So we go ahead and make our way through here. Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. So there we go. And then we can fly around this side as well. I decided to keep the rail line up here just in case we need to move in more Ravagers from over there in that village. But I don't anticipate that being a problem. And yeah, you can see how it looks from all sides here. So not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So that is the entirety of the whole outside of Ravager's Run done. However, there is one more thing I would like to do here, and that is carpet the top. So we want to put down carpets on the top bits here, just so that mobs can't, you know, spawn up here and then fall down on anybody if they're walking below, or, you know, if they're playing, you know, the Undying game, or if they're, you know, building something over here, which I think Tango is potentially planning. There's a sign here that says he's building like some type of bridge or something here. Yeah, reserve Tango offshore platform bridge start here. So yeah, we don't want like a creeper like falling down on Tango right here. That would not be good. So we're going to try and carpet the entire top of this, and also maybe the top of the terracotta here as well. And I might need to actually raise this part, because I think this part you can actually see the kelp, which I don't want. I don't want you to be able to see the kelp from anywhere, but you can see, for the most part, it's pretty well hidden if you're like at the level of the terracotta here. So yeah, I think this is looking nice. I think this is looking great. So just a couple more things to do here. So let's go and grab some carpet and finish this thing off. Alright, there we go. So, entirety of the outside of this large wall we built today is now complete. So that is now done. I decided not to go ahead and do the tops of the buildings because that would affect the maps over there. And sometimes people use the maps to determine like which buildings are next to which other ones. Like to figure out where the houses are. You can like see on the map that like the brown house is next to the yellow house. So I could put like the appropriate colors of carpets on top of each building, but I'm good. So yeah, I think the other things we want to do here, we want to fill in this area here with some dirt because that's kind of ugly right there and it's kind of like a weird thing to see. Just looking in here, we also want to get rid of that chest, and yeah, I think we also maybe want to come over here, and I think I am going to expand both the blue and the red sections here, and we're going to basically expand this back so it covers up the redstone here that comes out the back. So we'll cover this part up, leaving a gap for the fireworks to shoot out of, and same thing on the other side with the red bit. We'll just cover that up, cover the redstone up totally, so that you can't see the redstone from the outside. So that's the last thing I think we have to do here, so let's do it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we got the redstone covered up on both the right-hand side with the red concrete and the left-hand side with the blue concrete. If I just make my way up here, should be able to see that. Yep, so yeah, each one has its own like individual slot here. Had to use glass because I actually ran out of blue concrete here, but nobody's really going to look at this, so it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, that's that. And, yeah, all these are sort of individually slotted. And the thing does still work as you'd expect. And also, I'm thinking we're missing one thing here now. And that is something to go right here. So let's remedy that right now. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I wanted to put right there. So we got the giant Ravager's face here with the horns and the unibrow and the jaw and the eyes and the nose. And then we have an RR for Ravager's Run. So, yeah, looking pretty sweet. And we have the same thing, of course, on the opposite side over here. We got a Ravager's face and an RR for Ravager's Run. So, fantastic. I also went ahead and updated the maps here. So you can actually see the border here going around the entire thing. So this whole gray border here is basically the wall we made today. So, looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty sweet. Much better than it did previously, I think. And that, I think, should draw a couple people over when they're walking along this pathway here. But, yeah, this thing is looking great, so pretty happy about this. And I think now what we're going to do, we're going to head over here to Nuggets for Diamonds, which also has apparently been hit by the Jingler, it looks like. What does this say? This says, newly found diorite. Okay. But I think this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yep, jingled. Yep. Let's see. So, I think, is that, I think we put the nuggets in here. Deposit your nuggets. Yep, right here. So if we throw one in, there we go. I think these lights light up. Very good. And we didn't get anything. Okay, let's see if we can get some stuff here. Currently 0 for 4. Make that 1 for 5. Very nice. Okay. Got one diamond there. So we only won, unfortunately, 1 diamond out of the 10 nuggets we put in. So we'll keep a lookout for any other nuggets around here on the ground. I'm sure there probably are some in this vicinity. Don't really see any in the immediate area, though. But yeah, pretty cool little game they got there. Anyways, yeah. With that, I think we're going to go ahead and head off, and we're going to do something else today. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm thinking here? I'm thinking new minigame. So, I started the new minigame already here, actually. We're going to build a minigame here called Summit the Spire. So, the idea with this minigame is basically you got to summit a big spire I'm going to build right here. So, it's going to be sort of a parkour challenge, kind of. But the catch is that it's going to be contained within a single block. So this is actually the block right here you're going to have to go all the way to the top on. So the way it works is basically you jump in here, you jump up here, you jump in here, you close this on yourself, you jump up here, you jump up here, and then you continue to jump up even higher from this point on. So like for instance, there'll be like a chest right here, and there's going to be a iron bar right there. And so you can actually get all the way on top of that iron bar from down here. So you basically have to do just basically the same thing here we just did, but in a little bit of a different sequence. So you have to actually get to the very edge here, because right now, see, I can't jump up because the chest is in the way. So you got to sort of like make your way out a little bit. So let me just do something like that. There we go. Still can't quite jump, so got to go out a little further. Not quite, didn't make it. Okay, so now I got to restart. So let me just get right here. There we go. Yep, so now I can jump up, jump onto the chest, because the chest is not a full block, then jump onto the iron bar. And you get the idea. It's going to be like this, but like 5 times higher than this. And so it should be a pretty fun minigame. I think what we're going to do is we're going to charge 1 diamond for the attempt to reach the top of the spire. And yeah, so like every time you give it a shot, you pay 1 diamond, but if you make it to the top, you're going to get a diamond block. And also firework will go off or something like that. That'll be really cool. So yeah, I think I think that's what we're going to do here. We're going to make like a big tower here. I got a whole bunch of blocks over here ready that we're going to make this thing out of. And this is inspired by the recent posts on the Hermitcraft Reddit. This design in particular was actually by a guy called Nivion. I'll leave a link to the Reddit thread I got this from in the description in case you guys want to build it yourself. But this should be a really fun challenge for the hermits, and hopefully will make us a lot of diamonds, and maybe make the hermits some diamonds too. So anyways, let's go ahead and get building with this thing, and I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the spire is complete. Take a look at this. So, this is the spire that players have to get to the top of. And yeah, once they get to the very top, there is a button way up there that they can press, and they will receive their prize. So you see we got a book here, it just tells players how to play. Go to the top, basically, that's pretty much it. Only right-click trapdoors and doors. It's 1 diamond per attempt. You get your prize when you reach the top, press the button. And then only play 1 time to allow others to play, of course. Then you also get a free commemorative t-shirt. I summoned the Spire t-shirt from the Concord villagers, from the leather workers there. And this is where you also put your diamonds in. So that is that. And then, yeah, let's just go ahead and try this out. See if we can reach the top here. It is kind of a challenge, I'm going to be honest here. So if I make my way out here, there we go. Fantastic. And you don't need to have the jump boost on. In fact, the jump boost from the beacon over there runs out after a few seconds once you start this thing. So all we're going to do is just come up like this, and then we're going to come this way. And then it gets a little bit tricky because you have to avoid, whoops, have to avoid the chest and also open the trapdoor here. So this can be quite tricky at times. There we go. Okay. So now we're on this one. We're on this one. Let's see if we can get up here. Let's go this way. And let's see, we're going to have to do the same thing here. So we need to do that. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then we got to get on this side. Come up like this. Up here. Got to do the same thing again here at this point now. So like that. Now we got to get on top of the brewing stand. And this works because all these blocks are not quite full blocks. So you can sort of manipulate the whole thing here. Now this is a tricky one here. So we have to jump from the brewing stand to the anvil. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, there we go. And then up onto this. And then up the cakes a little ways. Okay, so now you can see now we're pretty high up. And again, keep in mind this is all within the same block, which is pretty insane. So we got to get toward the edge here. And let's see, we need to jump up like this, jump up like this, jump up here, maybe. There we go. Okay, made it. Now we got to jump from this skeleton skull to the pane and then to the zombie skull, which is kind of tough because you have to avoid the top one here. There we go. We got to go up like this, and then this is a tough one. You actually have to jump out and then back in while not hitting the dragon head, because I can't just jump straight up here like this. So I got to go get myself as far this way as I can go, and then up. There we go. Okay, this one, same deal, and then up once more, and up once more, and here we go. We made it. So now we can jump up, hit the button. If we do that, you'll see, bada boom, and you got a beacon I summited the Spire. So that is what that is like. So yeah, you get one beacon named I summited the Spire from there, and then of course the big firework up there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that is the entire thing there, guys. And you can just hop on down. Got these slime blocks here just in case people fall, because it is kind of challenging. I actually practiced a little bit when I was constructing this, so yeah, that helped out a little bit. But yeah, that is the entire thing complete, and hopefully the other hermits come here and try to get themselves a beacon and see if they can summit the Spire. So yeah, another minigame here on Hermitcraft, another small minigame here. This is like the small minigame section here. I like it. So anyways, with that, guys, I think I'm going to have to call that an episode for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do leave a like. It helps out the channel a lot. And be sure to subscribe if you really enjoyed. Anyways, guys, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.